Hey everybody, Big Toad here, and welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 video on building a 2D side-scroller in Unreal Engine 5. I'm just demoing my game and what I've done so far. I've gone beyond what you see in the tutorials at this point, but eventually the tutorials will catch up. And this is why I like the 2D, 3D hybrid view. Even though this is a kind of working on one plane, I'm still on 0 on the x-axis. I can still run back and forth, and you see the 3D effects behind it. It's a fun platform to build a 2D game. I can build above ground. Here's some cool stuff, and really this did not take me long at all. It took less time to build these environments than it did if I would have had to draw all these items and bring the 2D images into the game to build it. This looks really cool. It provides you all the advantages of 2D characters and kind of the cool look you can get with them. Now this is a simple 2D character, but you can make yours more advanced. And it provides you with a lot less time development because of the 3D world, and gives you a nice modern look to it. So you can focus on creating a cool game, you can focus on creating a cool 2D character, and you can still take advantage of the 3D aspects. It's just a great way to develop in Unreal Engine 5, and this is one of the reasons I like doing 2D games in Unreal Engine 5 or any of the Unreal versions. And it's pretty quick and easy. I think I did this whole thing in maybe 15 hours total from start to finish this far. I've got some more things to add in, but we'll be working on that as we go along. I just wanted to show you just an overview of the progress I've made in just a short time using the steps that I've done on my trainings. I've done some additional things that I haven't shown you guys yet in the trainings that are available, but I'll be putting out trainings and education on those soon. Got this 2D side-scroller 3D hybrid environment, and I just want to show you what it looks like and the kind of things I've done and tell you what else I'm going to be working on. Let's start this game. Now here's my 2D character. I did not put a lot of effort into building him. I can maybe make a better character later, but look, I'm shooting these snowballs, and I can actually pick up coins with them if I hit them like that. And I've got a simple projectile action going on here, kind of slow, kind of lobby, and they disappear pretty quick. But you can make them go a lot faster, a lot further. You can make them last in the world a lot longer, even permanent, and they can just start piling up around you. When I first built it and was testing it out, I would end up at hundreds on the screen. So I decided maybe they needed to melt. So I like the look of my background here. Got my trees, got a table. In the back you can see a hay bale, see some flowers along the wall. Got that house and a nice door set into the stone wall. You may notice along the right wall there's a well. And I could do more, but we don't want to distract from our game. We just want to give it a nice backdrop. Now these square hay bales we've got here are actually the blue boxes that we start with. And I dressed them up like hay bales. So they're kind of fun to knock around in the game and get in your way and jump over. And so I went ahead and used them. Just decorated them up. I liked them, so I kept them in the game. Now, the whole premise of this game is I got to pick up coins. I can pick up the coins floating in the air singly, or I can grab a chest and it has 3 coins in it. I had made the chest so they could give random numbers, but I decided to make them set at 3 so I could better manage the assets in the game. I may change that back later as I work on other functionalities. All right, so let's go through the map real quick. Down my little ramp, you can see nice flowers and trees, and put a stump, a little axe in front of me, pick up another coin, more flowers, and a wheel. And here's some more of them boxes. They're fun because they give you a kind of an obstacle you got to get through, and it's totally, you push them around, more coins. Now watch this, I got 20 coins. So when I hit this, it disappears, and I go on to the next area. Over here is a little more orchards. We come over, and there's a chest, a wheelbarrow. You can see stump in the background. Here's some pumpkins, and look there, I put a little door on that. And here's my moving platform. So you can see that stuff I've got in the background there. You can see that. Now maybe someday I'll put a backdrop back there of little mountains poking up or something. So when you jump up, you just don't see more blue sky down below that. Maybe later we'll get to that. So here I've got these steps, climb up, and I got this platform I can jump on and ride, and another platform that goes up and down and gets me out of the bottom. I increased his jump distance so he could get on and off those platforms easier. I want to show you something at this other toll booth real quick. Now, the toll booths keep you from going to the next phase of the game until you've collected enough coins. So I only have 4 coins, and that's not enough. So watch what happens when I hit it. It knocks me back and shoots me in the air, and I lose control and go into that fall animation. Now, to do that knock up and knock me into the air, I created a stun function, and I just call that whenever I run into the toll booth without enough coins. And I can use that same thing later, maybe when I'm getting hit by another character, an AI character, or a bullet or something, it can knock me back. I want to show you underneath the ground here. I can drop down in this hole, and now I'm in my mine shaft. And I really like this view. It's got some real depth to it. It's got some lighting. I created those lights I pulled just a hanging light shade thing, kind of an industrial looking thing off of Quixel, and then I just created an object with it and added a light bulb to it, so I can raise and lower the intensity to get different effects. And it's pretty neat. And this got this 3-dimensional look because I've added these timbers holding up. You know, you're in a mine shaft, you always see these timbers holding up the ground above you. Well, I built those out of pieces and parts I got out of a mining kit off a Quixel Bridge, I think, or out of the market. I can't remember. I think it was Quixel Bridge. And along with these doors and these mining carts, and then I can take this platform down to the next level, and you see more of the same different lights. I got lights up there, I got coins, and I just really like the 3D effect of this. And it's another reason why I really enjoy creating a side-scroller game with this 3D view, because again, this is not harder at all because of all the assets we have. Now, if you had to go out and create these assets yourself, it would be easier to draw 2D figures. But because you can get simple things like this, like these timbers, then you gain the advantage of being able to quickly throw them out there. And again, I used some for railroad ties there on the floor with some tools I got. And watch me go through this here platform. I jumped and I got on top of it, so I can kind of jump through it. I get that last coin. Now I got my 20 coins. And so anyway, these platforms are pretty easy to make. Oops, I got stuck. I didn't get through that one. That one's also jumped through, but sometimes you get stuck if you hit it wrong. But I'll make the leap over here. And now I can go back and hit that toll booth and move on. I haven't finished beyond there. But that fence I made out of those timbers I got for the mine shaft, that's pretty cool. I did create that $20 sign in 2D. So here I am in my next zone. Obviously it's not done for my 2D side scroller, but I'll add some more here. I don't know. I think I might go up into the clouds maybe in this zone, or I've got some ideas for some other mine shafts. But the good thing about Unreal Engine, it does not generate any of the objects that aren't in the viewer. So it's not creating all these objects that are in my level all the time. It creates them as it needs them. So to recap, I'm going to create a little AI guy that runs around and steals coins from my player character. And then I'm going to have to create a coin generation process that calculates how many coins I have, how many coins I've been stolen, so I can replace them in my level. I think I'm going to add some kind of special key gemstone also to go with getting through the toll booths, so that you've got something else to search for. And I've got some ideas on how I'm going to incorporate that more into the game functionality. But I think it's pretty cool. I'm trying to make it pretty easy for, little kids. That's why there's no death and destruction going on right now. I don't know, maybe the next one. I've got some little things I want to work on. Like I said, the smoke coming out of the chimney. Maybe you also use that smoke and put a little campfire with a couple of little thief guys around it, so they run at the character. And I maybe put torches in some of the caves, make them a little more cavey looking. And so there's a lot of fun things you can do in these games, just creating levels with cool extra features and trying out new things. And I don't know, I just enjoy the experimentation of it all. So I hope you're doing well with your 2D game. I hope you can see now why the 2D 3D hybrid is actually a very good choice and what makes Unreal Engine a fun choice for building your 2D game, because you're not restricted to 2D only. You can take advantage of the 3D aspects without overcomplicating your game, honestly. So all my moving characters are going to be 2D, and all my backgrounds and such are going to be 3D. I'm going to also be starting a game where my character does move in and out on the x-axis. In other words, it can run back to that back wall and come forward. That'll require me to raise the camera a little bit, get a little different angle down on the character so you see better the full floor. And I can create some more dynamic things that way, make it a little more adventure type game. That again, I don't think the complexity will be any greater. I don't think a lot of the functionality and features will be that much different. I can still use the 2D characters and 2D monsters and 2D creatures while living in that 3D environment. But it'll get created a lot faster. Like I said, there's plenty of assets out there for me to put into my 3D world. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you can see and visualize what you can possibly do with this Unreal Engine in your 3D world, 2D world. So, hey, have fun, good luck, and this is the Big Toad, and I am out.